I wanted to share a book that I've had since I was a child. Now, a teacher the other day was talking about how she had a book when she was a kid that I'm pretty sure we had the same book because she talked about how telecommuting and all that stuff seems such a dreamy idea. Yeah. Well, I guess nightmares are dreams. But let's look inside. This is the world of tomorrow. Tomorrow's home. Now, I have other tomorrow ones, but I figure I'd go with tomorrow's home. The other ones are just as good. This is from 1981. And I just want to show a few things that we thought that the future would be like. We'd have a little bit of old with a little bit of new. We'd still preserve the old things, but we'd have new things as well. New buildings that can, withstand a lot of elements. Future cities. In the future home, they still had a lot of agriculture. And then I don't know if that's a swimming pool. I thought it was when I was a kid, but I don't know. I'm thinking it's something for like fish and raising fish. And then the future homes, the future cars. I can't get over how that one looks so much like a gremlin. Wow, the future car is a gremlin. There's the luxury pool people were playing in. And yeah, so we had people would build their homes really quick, a do-it-yourself home. Modular homes. Who would have thought about it? Satellite dishes, of course. We had satellite dishes. That's how we, watched our TV. They call it a radio dish on this page. You have solar cells. So this is a future home. The house, instead of a shingles, it's just glass with solar panels underneath. Because that ain't expensive at all. Living room. The heat-retaining soil. So you lived on a hill, which is probably the reason I live on a hill. Because I always thought about that. But I'm facing the wrong way. I should be facing the east. Unfortunately, I'm facing the west. So when the moon gets about, if it's full and there's not a cloud in the sky at 3 a.m., it wakes me up. There's no doubt. All right, so future homes. I always thought this was pretty cool. You don't go to the grocery store. You just have the grocery store come to you. So, the grocery store brings your groceries in a thing, and it goes on a conveyor belt, and then I guess you can unload it or have your robot servants unload it. Here's a guy out here suntanning, and his robot brings him a drink, and he's watching his tube, which is really funny because we have iPads now, so yeah, he's out sunbathing, but he's also watching some TV. Yeah, we didn't think, the sun would kill us or anything like we do now. This is future home. You have robots to do everything for you, and you just sit around and do nothing. This is work in the future. Oh my gosh, that's now. People are telecommuting on these giant TVs. I guess we had no concept for flat screens, really. Computer flat screens, yeah, because they're monochrome and they don't require a tube. I always thought the bedrooms and the bathtubs and all this stuff was really cool, and the robots that fix your breakfast for you, which I always thought that was weird. I always wonder why in the world is that. Is it so it won't splatter all over you? I don't know. I don't understand why that is exactly like that. That chair looks a little too comfortable for a kitchen because it looks like you're gonna get food on it. The bathtubs I thought was pretty cool. Like I guess you get in there and you have. I remember reading something about the showers would hit you from the side, and then with like the little screen tells you when you're clean or not. And here he is in bed. I think I read it. I read this when I was a kid. I think he was sick and his robot was bringing him something to drink. And he's got this little workstation beside him, so he could do his homework in bed. And then people played video games on 3D things. This is still yet to happen. When that Nintendo 3DS came out, I was like, oh my gosh, this is what we're finally... No, it was more like a holographic image. It wasn't anything like this. So 3DS, not really. And then here's a little kid that drops something, and for the cat can get to it, the Roomba gets it. The cat's scared to death of the Roomba, just like nowadays. So the Roomba, we thought of it back then, I guess, but I didn't. This person did. And then TVs in the future are going to be like, oh, I guess, okay, so that kid's over there. For some reason, he's watching what's going on in here. I don't know why. Can't remember much about this one. Giant TV. I guess he's doing his homework or something. Everybody's got their cameras, so they can record things. So I guess he's watching what his brother's recording, and this is like Christmas because they got Christmas gifts. And of course, we're in our Star Trek outfits or our things. And TVs are a thing of the past because home entertainment is three-dimensional. It's almost like a holographic, like the holodeck on Star Trek. And then you can go to different places. You can either go ice skating, or you can go to the tropics. So they had different biodomes that you can visit. All right, so they got some definitions here in case you don't know what a terminal is or a solar cell. That was this book. All right, and there's some other books as well. I loved this one, Our Future Needs. I have this one in there actually. I have Out into Space, School, Work, and Play. I have this one. I didn't see it on my shelf, so it may be on a different shelf. But if I see that one, I will get it out since this is an educational channel. Have a great day. Live long and prosper.